We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Williams. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 23-yard run. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. T.J. Edwards buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Symbol Webster from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run out of the... And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion right comes Allen. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Williams with a little touch pass forward, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Allen, the man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's got room to roam. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, here's Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that foot.
Scan B2A got next. 200 people in the chat. He live RN. Search him.
At times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. That one out wide and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
That two is going to change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Tua going to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is
touchdown, Chicago!
DeAndre Swift,
66 yards.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. In motion right goes Allen. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To the air, Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
In motion right comes Allen. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
To throw, Williams. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Up the middle, Achane.
And some room to work. Oh, some strong running.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
72 yards.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think it's safe to say that that was not his primary target when the ball was snapped, and then he led him too close to the sideline, and he ended up with a loss on the play.
Yeah, great toe tap. But you lose yardage, so you wish he didn't even have the toe tap. Wish he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, catch it. Just make sure you're out of bounds, right? Just don't get it all down as he did there.
To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Cole Kmet
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock. Hard at the end. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Get 6, baby. Get 6.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Achane on the counter. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here comes second down at 5. Now Tua right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Finding Allen, and he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. Give him another one right back to Allen.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's second down.
He's back to throw. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Allen's got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Williams.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Throwing is Williams.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Williams going to throw for it.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here's first down.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. He's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're underway at Hard Rock. D. Eskridge to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Quick to the air is Tagovailoa. He's on the move. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Mike Samuel makes the play. And the Commanders return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Working quickly here. Third down give to Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders field goal unit to try this on 4th down. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Flush out now to his left. Throwing deep. They connect on the defense. Deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Tua. That's caught, Devon Achane. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible to that catch, while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
The throw is caught, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Achane, and he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins win it 6-3 in the first. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. To throw, Daniels. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Achane again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. chain. He's out in the clear. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Has a man. It's Achane. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Washington now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Tua now from the gun. Has it in close. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3. Able to find Ertz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Daniels on first down. Has a man. It's Brown. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Again, Daniels to the air. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Piniero's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Washington now to return. And look at this return. Races past midfield. At the 20. And the last play of the half is going to be a touchdown. He takes the kick back. No flags down. That's going to count. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an excited return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down, give to Robinson. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, is training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, And they get the first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jordan Coyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 4. Has a man, it's Ertz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now Daniels to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Washington touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 48. Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Daniels. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
first down. They're going to start out with Achan. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They run the counter to Achan. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Rolling left, buying some time. Throw caught by his running back.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Here's 2nd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Daniels back to throw. He finds Brown right side. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. On the move, headed right. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Working quickly here. On first down, here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On the gun, it's Daniels. Has it down close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Washington now to return. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start the drive with Achan.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Offense to the line for second down. 2 now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He lays out for it and makes the catch. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. If you're going to complete the
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. On the return, Malik Washington. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. Boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he will dive into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. That is a dream scenario. The offense hands the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
This one's going to carry off over the upright. Get the friendly pass. Mistake, but the doink is good for 1. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Hill brought in motion. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Sending a receiver right. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. And they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. He keeps it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Now Allen on first down. There he goes again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Damar Hamlin with the good coverage, got a hand in there and knocked that one away.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Hill brought in motion. Tua now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Allen. He'll tuck it and take off. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. at the very least, got to come away with some points.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. And he'll get 3 yards here down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Allen working from the pistol. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. They're not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 18-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Allen will throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, 1st down throw for Tua. That's good for 11. And a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A-check, a 1st down, and then some. And he's going to take this all the way home. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back to within 7. It's 28-21. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tua will give it to Achane. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Here's 2. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. On the handoff, this is Achane. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
At the 16-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for two. That's taken in by Achane.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he takes off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. He'll try and throw for it with Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And the Dolphins will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. A run up the middle with Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Tua to take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody. With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. In motion, Shakir. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
Pick it up. You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Here's 2nd and 9. Allen to throw. A pass caught right side by Coleman. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. A gain of 48. Now Allen on 1st down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football.
And he's in! James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
on third down. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
First and 10 now from the 36. Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. To throw is Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. He is in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills move out on top. 14-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first and 10, Jackson. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. Now a third and 2. Jackson up top again. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now, Jackson. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. He's inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 86 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by pass is good. And the Bills will take themselves to a 21-9 lead. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Third and long. To throw is Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's a third down and 4. On third down, they go with Cook. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Sims now to return it. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up here, first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Throwing Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Jackson now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to be caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Jackson now. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Third and long. Back to throw, Jackson. He did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. A deep shot for Aguilar. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.